work as well, so it's really nice to be with you here all this morning. So if you like, grab yourself a towel, and if you've got a bolster, grab your bolster. Let's come to sit into a seated position, into Sukhasana. Now, I don't know how you're all feeling. It's sort of, we're coming into the second week of lockdown now, and things are becoming more restricted. We're not able to do as much. And so this is the time for us as women leading into birth, because our babies are an extension of ourselves. So whatever we're feeling, they also too will feel that through the amniotic fluid. They feel a sense of vibration, and they also too can hear tonal sounds. So as we're preparing to give birth, because I know thanks for a lot of you that responded yesterday, you are in your third trimester. You may be starting to feel a little anxious because things are changing around birth, who you can have into your birthing room. And so while the energy, maybe you might be feeling this frequency of uncertainty, is that, you know, you've been growing your beautiful babies, and you are growing your beautiful babies for maybe the last sort of 7 months. And for those that are newly pregnant, it's a really opportune time to come into a practice. And this is why we've had all these ancient practices, because it's for when there is chaos, it gives us that opportunity to be able to connect back into our bodies. And just like the fluctuations of our mind, our bodies too go through these fluctuations. There are going to be some days where we're feeling great and other days that we're not. And this is also to motherhood. We'll have days where we're feeling really amazing and other days where we're feeling tired. So it's just observing that, and this is the yoga off the mat, that observation, that witness to what we're feeling and what we're experiencing. And that acknowledgement of, okay, today I'm not feeling great, but that's okay. Because that is the human experience. And we have this container, our physical body, also our mental body, that we can come back to. So today the practice is going to be about coming back into the container, into our container, and through pelvic floor breath and pelvic floor awareness, we'll be harnessing our container, bringing everything back into center. And this is the Renmai, this is the birthing meridian, the conception vessel, bringing everything back into center, into our chakras, so we feel a sense of alignment again. We're also going to work on the lung meridian today, being autumn, coming into the lung time. The lung is represented by the element of metal. And so right now, metal is about what is precious. So it's that sense of coming back to being. Because metal cuts through all the crap to give us back to our sense of what is returning to self. And this is in the practice of the Tao, is returning back to nature, returning back to self. So our container as we return back to self. As your bellies expand, take your legs out a little wider to create space. Take your hands to your knees as you feel your sit bones connected to Mother Earth. There's a lengthening of your spine towards the sky. As your ears move towards the back of the room, you feel a sense of support, groundedness. Your heart space is open this morning. As we take our left hand to our babies and our right hand to our heart. And in this moment, sitting here in this experience, noticing what you're feeling this morning, what's coming up for you, as we begin to deepen our experience into our body through our breath. And Gently starting to engage through Ujjayi breath, that slight constriction at the back of our throat. Gently stimulates our hypothalamus to take us into parasympathetic. Instead of the experience of flight or fight, that stress response into the space of rest and nest, or rest and birth. When we're living in a heightened stage of anxiety, we want our natural physiology to engage into our birthing hormones, so we can have the experience of coming into labour naturally. As you breathe in, creating an intimate relationship with your breath today, there's an expansiveness. Rib cage expands, heart expands as you feel your heart press into your right hand. As you exhale, there's a gentle softening, there's a letting go. And breathing in, expanding. And then gently as you exhale, making a ha sound, ha. Breath in, 5 more. Ha. Ha. You'll start to feel your physical body letting go. 3 more. Also too, taking your awareness down to your pelvic floor and feeling the pelvic floor letting go. And if you're holding, exhale again. This is exactly how our cervix softens when we're in labour, an expansion and then a softening. An expansion as the baby's head makes its way down the birth canal. 1 more breath in. Let it all go. It also helps to soften our connective tissue through the perineum. Gently taking your hands to your knees. Actually, hands to heart center. Let's set ourselves a sankalpa. Maybe a sankalpa for your birth, for the position of your baby, for the collective. And we'll start the class with one beautiful resonant Om as we unite together. Breath in. Exhale out. Breath in. Thank you for joining me this morning, ladies. It's such an honour to guide you through your practice this morning. I'm going to take our hands into, there's a little depression just under, in between our armpits here. Taking the hands into just below the shoulder blade. I'm going to take an inhale. We're going to gently rotate through. The arms come up and around. Here we're opening up the lung meridian, and it's also it's the ability for the heart to express. When we're feeling anxious, the body naturally wants to contract over. And so we're here creating some space through the canopy of our lungs as we open up the spirit of our heart this morning. And then gently rotating the opposite direction. As you feel a stretch through the upper back, releasing round. You might have a few little cracks as the body starts to awaken from your night's sleep. 2 more. Taking your hands down to your knees as we gently round the chin towards the chest, imagining that there's an avocado underneath your chin, so you get a lengthening through the fascia, through the back of the neck. You may want to take your left hand to the top of your head and gently draw the neck down, the chin down towards your chest. Once you've found your stretch, gently hold it there as you take the right arm out, coming up onto the fingertips of the right hand. And then we're going to gently take the chin over towards the left shoulder. Walking that right hand out a little further as you get a stretch through the right side of your neck. Inhale, come back through center. And gently taking the chin over towards the right side. As the chin drops down to meet the right shoulder. Gently walking the left fingertips out. As you come back through center, gently just allowing the neck to rotate from left to right. And if you feel inclined, there's an option to come in full circles. Just making sure that you don't crunch through the back of the neck, creating a compression. It's more about creating space. Things about creating space in our bodies as our bellies grow. Everything feels like it starts to become compressed and tight. And coming back the opposite way. Feeling the heart open as the shoulder blades roll back and down. You're holding up towards your ears, drop it, let it go. Bringing the right arm up in front. That's my right arm. Bringing the left arm up in front. Bring the right arm underneath as we come into eagle arms here. We're going to gently sway over to the left and to the right. Feeling into the side bodies here. As we just awaken up the lateral part of our body. Come back to center, draw the arms up. Gently hug your baby towards your spine as you lift the arms up. Feel the back of the heart, the thoracic start to open. Take a breath in, exhale, release. Draw the palms up, interlace the hands, bring the energy down. And then rotate, gently hug baby towards your spine as we come into a seated cat here. Push the energy out towards the front of the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Hug baby towards your spine. Breath in. Exhale, release the hands, interlace the hands behind your back. Draw the shoulders back and down. And gently allow the gaze towards the front of the room. If you can, take your knuckles down towards the earth and feel the front body open here, working into the heart meridian, the lung meridian. And just enjoying, and if you gently take your chin down towards your chest, you'll stretch through the back of your neck there. Release it, shake it out. Let all that energy go, and then gently swapping the feet, bringing the other foot in front. Find your neutral spine, gently rock your pelvis back and forth until you find neutral spine. Lengthen through your spine. Bring the right arm in front, this time the left arm comes underneath. And gently moving from left to right here, taking the arms up towards the sky to get a gentle stretch through the side body. The rib cage can feel like it comes quite compressed as bumps grows and our stomach and all our internal organs move up to create space for our babies. Breathe back to center. Gently draw the arms up. When you found your edge, hold it there. Breathe into the back body. Visualizing your breath going all the way down towards your kidneys the emotion of the kidneys is fear. Breathe into any fear or anxiety that you're feeling this morning. Work to your edge as you draw the arms up a little higher. Release the hands. Palms come to prayer. Interlace the hands. Bring the energy down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hug your baby towards your spine as you push the energy towards the front of the room. Allow a rounding through your upper back there. Couple of breaths here. Interlace the hands behind your back. Come with that unfamiliar grip. Draw the shoulders forward and then roll the shoulders back. Gaze to the front of the room. How you feeling, ladies? As you roll the chin down towards your chest, there's a lengthening from your bottom all the way to the crown of your head. Draw the shoulders back as you squeeze between the shoulder blades a tennis ball. Release, let it go. For those that are in third trimester, with your pelvic floor breath, for those that have been to our classes, instead of engaging on the exhale, I'd like you to be able to release on the exhale. We don't want to be compressing, we don't want to be doing pelvic floor activation in the third trimester. It's all about the relaxation breath as we help the pelvic floor to soften and relax, preparing the connective tissue through there for birth. Let's just come into some pelvic floor breath now. So for the girls that are in third trimester, I want you to relax instead of engaging. Finding your neutral spine, pelvis rocks back and forth, and as pelvis comes forward, there's a lengthening through the back body. Imagining that you have a tissue, some spaghetti at the base of your perineum. You want to visualize that there's a widening through your perineum, a melting of the connective tissue through there. The perineum is between our anus and our vagina. So as we take a breath in, we're going to allow the diaphragm and the rib cage to soften, belly softens. Visualizing your tissue or your spaghetti. As you exhale, you're going to try and draw the spaghetti or the tissue, picking it up, and as you draw it, there's going to be a contraction inwards and then a lifting upwards. Breath in, everything softens. Release and let go. On the exhale, gently drawing the tissue or the spaghetti, meaning inwards and upwards. And then in breath, soften, release. As you exhale, gently begin to feel that internal lift. There's almost a lengthening through your spine from the base to the crown of your head. And then in breath, release. Even coming back to making that ha sound. Exhale. Feel the pelvic floor begin to engage. as you hug your baby towards your spine with that internal lift, and then exhale, let everything go. In breath, let everything go. Great. Let's move our bodies. Let's just come into some seated circular barrels. Using your hands as you press down on your knees, circling, maybe you're feeling your sit bones lifting, just allowing this motion as you let go here. Closing your eyes down, always a great one to do in the first stages of labour. It becomes quite hypnotic as you lose your senses and focus what's going on internally. This is coming back to our container, or pratyacharya, withdrawal of the senses, and then move in the opposite direction. As we bring in this divine feminine energy of softness, fluidity, all the qualities that we need for birth. Breathe back to center. Let's come over onto all fours now, creating space for your growing bellies as you take the knees out wide. We don't want to be compressing into our bellies. I'm going to bring the hands out one hand distance, just in front of the shoulders there. And then just gently moving your hips. I want you to just move intuitively this morning. What does your body need? This is what you'll be doing in birth. You'll be asking yourself internally, what do I need right now? So practicing on the mat this morning so you can take this into the birthing room. One aspect of the second chakra, Swadhisthana, is pleasure. Pleasure through movement, connecting into breath. It's why we can have a pleasurable birth experience. As you move in the opposite direction, feeling the fluidity, those feminine qualities of softness, letting go, surrender. Pratyacharya, withdrawal of the senses. Gentle flossing of the hips this morning as we come back to a neutral spine. When you come back to a neutral spine, don't allow it dumping into the lower back there. Hug your baby in towards your spine, and as you hug bubs in towards your spine, you're going to feel that internal lift of the pelvic floor as well. Same for the third trimester here, just a gentle lift, 20%. We're going to take the hips back towards the heels on the in-breath. As we exhale, just a gentle rounding through the spine as we hug bubs towards the spine. Almost like you're coming back into a child's pose. Feeling the hips start to awaken. Gently releasing the crown of head towards the earth as you let go here. And just noticing how this rocking sensation feels in your body this morning. Can you come back to breath? Ujjayi breath. Breathing back to a neutral spine. Pushing the hands into the earth as you spread the fingers wide. Take an in-breath here. On the exhale, gently allow the heart space to lead forward as you hug bubs towards your spine. A gentle opening as the shoulder blades roll back and down. Come back to neutral spine on an in-breath. As we exhale, we're going to release round from the tailbone all the way up through the middle back, upper back as you hug bubs towards your spine. Gently rock back and forth here, gentle flossing through the upper back. On the in-breath, we come back to neutral spine. And then on the exhale, heart leads. Shoulder blades roll back and down, chin lifts. Breath in, press hands away as we return to neutral spine. And then exhale, rounding from the tailbone, hug bubs towards your spine as you release into the middle back, upper back. Breath in, neutral spine. 2 more in your breath, in your rhythm. Press the tops of the toes into the earth as you expand and lift. Inhale. And making it more fluid if you need to. Take the knees out wide, come into a child's pose. You can stack your wrists here, your hands if you need to. Otherwise, palms face up in an offering. What do you need to let go of this morning? And the reciprocity of giving and receiving. And that is of the lungs between our internal world and external world. We release on the exhale, we draw in on the inhale. Coming back to self on each inhale of our breath. Turn the palms over. Come back as we draw the hands gently, a hand distance in front from our shoulders. We extend the right leg back as we come onto the ball of the right foot. On an in-breath, extend the left arm forward. Need to come back a bit. Feeling the grounding down through the right foot. Really push the heel towards the back of the room as you feel that right leg engage. Pressing the right hand firmly into the earth. The left arm extends. If you're feeling comfortable this morning on the in-breath, gently extend that right leg up towards the sky so it's in alignment with your hips. As you exhale, gently draw the elbow and the knee in towards each other as you hug bubs towards your spine. In breath, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow meet, grounding down through that right hand. And the last one. Gently cross patterning this morning to create length, left hand to the earth, right knee down. If you tight through your wrists, just gently turn the palms over. Strengthening through the back body. Inhale, exhale, extend the left leg back. Come up onto the ball of that left foot. Press the left heel towards the back of the room as you lift the left kneecap. Feeling a gentle stretch through the calf here. Ground down through the left palm. Right arm extends forward, thumb faces up towards the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, gently lift that leg so it's in alignment. Take a breath in here. Exhale, knee to elbow. Without compressing into your bellies, just work to where you can. Really grounding down through that left hand to create stability through our back body. One more. Hug bubs towards your spine on the exhale. Right hand comes down. Left knee to the earth. Gently move your hips from left to right here. You might start to feel the tappers, the fire building. Coming up onto the balls of our feet this morning. So come up onto the balls of our feet, rolling over, closing your eyes down, bringing your left hand to your bellies, your right hand to your heart. As you sit back, your shoulders are in alignment with your hips, breathing into the fascia under your feet. I always say what you feel here and what you experience, that burning sensation is exactly what it feels like when our babies are crowning. Breathe into that sensation as you come back to the container as Pratacharya, which draw all of the senses. Breathe into the experience. Breathe into the challenge. 3 more breaths. There was a research article that came out saying that the soles of our feet, the fascia underneath, connect directly to our hips. The more work I do on that, the less it starts to hurt as the hips open more. Tap it back. Beautiful. Let's roll over onto the balls of our feet as we heels meet down to the earth. Fold forward into Uttanasana. If you're having reflux this morning, just take your hands to your knees. As you fold forward, you may just want to hang here, allow the tips of the fingertips to meet the earth. You can interlace your thumbs at your elbows. As you ground down through the soles of your feet, melt towards the earth, heart meets your babies. Gently moving, you may want to move your hips from left to right. Shake it out, yes. Nod it out, no. Do what feels good for you and your body. As you ground down through the soles of your feet, take an inhale. As you exhale, gently hug bubs towards your spine as you walk your hands up your legs. Always using the support of our body to protect our lower back. There's an unfurling of the spine. Shoulders roll up to meet the ears as the shoulders roll down. As you come to stand into Tadasana, into mountain pose. As you stand in mountain pose, look how far you've come in your journey. You're standing on top of the mountain, all the challenges you've overcome in the first trimester, second trimester, and here you are standing third trimester for those that are there ready to give birth. You can do it. Hand comes to baby, hand to heart. As we mindfully walk from the heel to the ball of the foot. Feeling the awakening underneath our feet as we connect to the first point of the kidneys. Let's move our bodies. So we're going to come up onto the ball of the left foot this morning, taking our hands to our waist. Now I'm going to swap the end of the mat here, so you can see. Beautiful. Taking your hands to your waist, take an in-breath here, gently bend through the right knee. As you exhale, step back. We're going to step back into a warrior two. Now the stance isn't as big here because we want to contain through the pelvic floor, particularly if you've got separation or any pubitis, pain through your pubic bone. And just have a look at your alignment here, girls. You may need to, it's heel to arch alignment. Beautiful. And the knee gently tracks towards that second toe. On an in-breath, draw the arms up. And then on the exhale, the arms come out. And gazing over the fingers into the distance. As you stand into warrior. Looking at your birth. How do you feel about your birth? If you're feeling a sense of fear, breathe and ground down through the soles of your feet. On the inhale, straighten your front leg, let hands come to prayer. Exhale, we soften through the knee, gaze forward. Inhale, hands to prayer. Gently imagining that we're moving the chi, so you can start to feel the chi under the palm of your hands. 2 more. As you exhale, hug baby towards your spine. Feeling that sense of containment, not allowing the dumping into the lower back. Taking your left hand to your babies. Right hand comes up and over. As we gaze down towards our back foot, bend through that right front knee. And then inhale, come back through center. Right elbow comes to right knee. So here, when we come into side angle pose, grounding down through the soles of your feet, right palm faces firmly up towards, like you're serving, I always say it's like you're serving a plate. Here we want to create space through the right side of the rib cage. lift up and extend out of the left side body. Then if you like, left palm comes over. If you tight through your neck, gaze down towards that right knee. Inhale, come back through center. Push your right hand in your knee to come up. Beautiful. Left hand comes up and over. 3 more in your own breath. If you like, your right hand can come to your belly this time. The left arm comes up and over. A long line from the left foot to the left palm. Breath in. Hug bubs towards your spine on the exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Taking your right hand to your right quad if you need to come up. Beautiful. Straighten through the front leg into prayer. Gently rotate that right foot around. Let's come into goddess pose this morning as we take the feet out. Gently onto a slight angle here. Taking our hands to our babies. As we exhale, we're going to slide down. Imagine that we're sliding down a wall. Now, if you're feeling that you've got any pain through your pubic bone, just shorten that stance. Take a breath in and then exhale, gently hug bubs towards your spine. There's a wrap in here. We're going to gently move from left to right, creating some fluidity and mobility through our hips and our adductors. We want to have nice fluid adductors for giving birth. Beautiful. Breathe back to center. If you're starting to feel a burning sensation, the tapas, breathe into that sensation of the fire. And allow the breath to be louder than the chitter chatter of your mind. Soften through the jaw. Beautiful. Straighten through the front legs as we come up. Gently, let's keep the feet out actually. Inhale. Exhale, bring the energy through our heart center into our midline. Bend through the knees as we come back into goddess. Exhale, tip the hips forward. And then come up onto the fingertips as we take our bottom towards the back of the room. Allow the crown of head, the ears to be in alignment with the arms. Breathe into the sensation. See if you can see it a little deeper here. And gently coming into Pasarita Padottanasana now. Fold forward, melt, let it go. If you need to, you can take your hands to your legs here. Breath in, and then as you exhale, hug bubs towards your spine. Fold forward a little deeper. You can bring the hands out to create a lengthening through the front body and the back body. As our heart meets our babies, gently take our hands to our legs. Walk our hands up our legs. Roll the shoulders back and down. Gently pivot through that right front foot. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, windmill the arms out. Right hand comes to right leg for Trikonasana. So we always want to create a support here. Don't hold onto the knee, hold below the knee. Lift up and expand through the left side body. It's not about dumping in here. See how that creates a compression? It's about space. It's about lengthening and opening. There's an expansion through the heart. Left hand comes to meet right as we trace up through the right arm over our heart space. Expand. One more. Beautiful. Inhale, come back through center. Gently pivot that right foot around. I'm going to come and we pivot to our high lunge, and then we're going to do 3 steps with our back leg. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All the way to the top of the mat. I probably just did the wrong foot then. So sorry if I did. Coming up onto the ball of our right foot now. As we step our bend through the left knee, Stepping our right leg back. Beautiful. Coming into Warrior Two, finding your alignment here. Heel to arch alignment, shortening the stance if you've got any pain. Breath in, arms come up. Exhale, windmill the arms out. Ground down through the soles. Back right edge of the foot, you feel that connected to the earth. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Palms meet in prayer. Exhale, back into Warrior Two. In breath, reach and lengthen. Right hand comes to belly. Inhale, lift the left arm up as we come into Exalted Warrior here. Take the gaze down towards that back foot if you tight through your neck. So we hug our babies into our practice. Inhale, left elbow to left knee, left palm faces up as we come into side angle. Feel an extension through the right palm of your hand. And lift up like you're pressing out of your left waist here. Feel that lengthening rather than dumping in this space through the left side of your body for your babies, your rib cage. Taking your left hand to your quad, you're gonna push up, beautiful. Come back into Exalted Warrior. Exhale, left hand to belly, right arm up and over if you're feeling comfortable, otherwise come back into a side angle. And gaze down towards that foot if you're tight through your neck. Two more, inhale, right hand, gaze to the back of your mat. Feeling the toughest building as you create stability and strength through your legs for giving birth. When you pick your babies up, one more. Beautiful, finish in Warrior Two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, palms meet in prayer. Gently pivoting our feet out. Now if you've got a wall behind you, let's go to the wall. Find a wall and let's come down into take the feet out. Using the wall here as your support. Imagining it's your birthing partner in the room with you. We're going to gently walk down the wall. So here, our knees and hips are in alignment. We've got a lengthening, we're feeling the back body pressing into the wall. Close your eyes down, we're going to be here for a minute. The average length of a contraction is a minute, so breathe into, as you come down, hold your babies. Allow your breath. Your breath is the one thing that you have in birth. Use it, it will guide you. It will be your toolkit. It will get you, it will connect you back in. Remember, exhale releases. In breath, back into the senses, Prachacharya. Breathe into the sensation, soften through your jaw. Ah. You may want to make the jaw, you may want to make a sound. Feel the burn. That's what it's like giving birth. This is all for preparation of giving birth. Shake it out, girls. Shake it out. As we take the feet out, gently pivoting the feet out on a 45-degree angle. Inhale, palms meet. Bring energy through our third eye as we acknowledge our intuitive center to our heart space. For the frequency of our heart, we need to lift from our heart space. Bend at the knees like we're coming back into Goddess, fold forward. This is a great one. This is really nice to do with your partner, if your partner can hold you, so you can come and sit. So fold forward, hands come to the earth. Bottoms towards the back of the room, hands onto fingertips. Let go here. Beautiful, gently walk the hands back. Turn the feet as you pigeon toe the feet in a little bit as we come into Pasarita. Hands can come to the legs or the outer edges of your feet.
or even just in front as you fold forward, melting towards Mother Earth. Gently letting it go. As you walk your hands up your legs. Hug bulbs in towards your spine as you exhale out, roll shoulders. Let's come down onto our mats now. I know the kids have been really patient waiting for me there, like wanting breakfast. So we're going to start on our right side. We're going to line our right arm here, bending that right bottom knee. As we take our left hand's going to take hold of our left knee. We're going to hug our left knee in towards our left armpit. A great position here for giving birth, which I did for both my bubs. Softening the perineum, it allows the way the hips move as well. An opening through the ischium. Easier for the pelvic outlet. The hips are not in an anterior position, which can close off the birthing canal. Beautiful. Enjoy the stretch here. Feel it as you draw the knee in towards the armpit. Bring the hand on the inside of that left knee. Take your peace fingers around the big toe. Extend that leg towards the sky. So you flex the toes back towards the knee. Now, if you're quite tight through your hamstrings, just take hold of the back leg and flex that foot towards the knee. Beautiful. Release that. We're going to come into a quad stretch here, but this is also a nice stretch for the front body. As you draw, take hold of the top foot, draw the heel in towards your buttocks, and then draw that shoulder blade back and down. So we're going to stretch through that whole left side of the body. The heart opens. The anterior part of our body, the front part of our body doesn't get often stretched during pregnancy, so this just feels amazing. Release, shake it out. Roll over onto your backs. Just a gentle, quick draw the knees in. Modified happy baby as you roll and massage your lower back, your sacrum. Oh, this felt so good after giving birth. I was so tight through my hip flexors. Beautiful. Roll over onto your left side now, ladies. We'll be getting ready for Savasana, so if you've got a blanket, grab yourself a blanket, a bolster and a pillow. Extend that left arm out. Oh, beautiful. Bend through that I've done the opposite side, but don't worry about me. So we're going to take hold of our left knee, bring our left knee in towards our armpit. Beautiful. Just let everything go here. Bring the hand on the inside of your left knee as you extend the left leg towards the sky. You're rolling your shoulder up, roll it back and down. You tight through your hamstrings, take hold of the back of the leg there. Enjoy the stretch, feels amazing. Releasing, take hold of the top of the foot. As you draw the heel in towards your bottom, roll the shoulder back and down, heart opens, the lung meridian opens. As you release into Shavasana. For those that are not 17 weeks, you can roll onto your backs. You can place a bolster underneath your knees. As you allow the energy to melt towards the earth, it's in this moment in Shavasana that there is that union of mind, body, spirit and bubs. That is the total Pracharya, withdrawal of the senses. Everything comes back to center. We are connected. We are the pole between earth and heaven, Mother Earth, Father Sky.
And in this moment, we are one. We are back into the container of ourselves, into that experience. Breathe. Breathe down to your babies and be in this moment. Just be. And as you lie in Shavasana, as the world goes by outside with what we're experiencing at the moment, is that you have your container to come back to yourself, to be with your babies. And the one thing that we have that can take us out of this flight or fight response is our breath. Breath gives us an embodied experience. Breath gives us an embodied experience through labour, throughout our pregnancy, and even once our babies are born, is that if you use your Jai breath throughout your pregnancy, when they're in distress after giving birth, you can bring them to your chest, into your heart, skin to skin, connect into your Jai breath, and they immediately drop in. It's such a gift. Thank you. Come on in, big guy. Come in, buddy. Okay, I love you. Thanks, everyone. Bye.